What if a funeral turned into a courtroom? A dead girl came back to life, and a billionaire's empire was decided not by a will, but by a single word: Daddy. This is the story of the grave that wasn't, a tale of heartbreak, betrayal, and the kind of revenge that changes everything. Picture this: John Harrison, a self-made real estate tycoon, is on his knees at his daughter's grave. His 9-year-old Isabella is gone, lost in a tragic fire 6 months ago. His world is shattered, his empire meaningless. As he whispers a final suicidal goodbye to her headstone, a small voice cuts through the silence. Daddy. Hidden behind an old oak tree, scarred but alive, is Isabella. Her story spills out, a nightmare far worse than the fire. She wasn't saved. She was kidnapped, held captive in a remote farmhouse. She overheard everything. Her stepmother, Stella, and her uncle Mark weren't mourning. They were plotting. They had orchestrated the fire, faked her death, and were now slowly poisoning John to inherit his billion-dollar fortune. The grief that was killing him was just a convenient side effect of their master plan. With Isabella's return, John's despair ignites into a burning desire for justice. But they can't go to the police. Stella and Mark have woven a web of lies, too thick to untangle with a simple report. They need irrefutable proof. John makes a clandestine call from a payphone to his one true ally, his longtime attorney, David Mitchell. David, a legal mastermind, confirms John's fears. A direct accusation would be dismissed. They need to catch the conspirators red-handed, and so, a daring plan is born. To expose the truth, John Harrison must die. While David hides Isabella in a secure apartment, John returns home, resuming his role as the grief-stricken husband. But now, his home is a stage. He's no longer a victim. He's the director of his own elaborate trap. Covert cameras are hidden in bookshelves, audio bugs placed in lamps. He pretends to drink the subtly poisoned tea. Stella serves him each night. His every move, a calculated performance. The evidence starts to trickle in. A hidden camera captures Stella adding drops from a small, unlabeled bottle to his tea. A bug records her hushed phone calls, whispering about how long it's taking, eager to get her hands on the inheritance. The first major break comes when John's own brother, Mark, is caught on tape. He's careless, boasting to Stella about how flawlessly they handled the girl, and how no one would ever connect them to the fire. For John, hearing his brother's betrayal is a knife to the heart, but it fuels his resolve. He must see this through. For Isabella, the final act of their deception begins. John stages a massive heart attack. The performance is convincing. Paramedics, the hospital, the official declaration of death, it's all part of the script. The world mourns the loss of the brilliant mogul. Stella and Mark, masters of fake grief, play their parts to perfection, basking in the media spotlight while secretly celebrating their victory. From her safe house, Isabella watches the news, her heart pounding. The plan is working. The scene shifts to a formal, wood-paneled courtroom. It's the day of the inheritance hearing. The judge is ready to sign the final documents, transferring John Harrison's entire empire to his grieving widow, Stella. She and Mark exchange a triumphant glance. It's over. They've won. The judge picks up the pen. Objection. The courtroom doors swing open. A gasp ripples through the room. Standing in the doorway, alive and resolute, is John Harrison. And holding his hand is his daughter, Isabella. The judge's jaw drops. Stella and Mark freeze, their faces a mask of pure terror. David Mitchell steps forward, and the show begins. He presents the evidence, piece by damning piece. Video of Stella poisoning the tea. Audio of Mark admitting to the conspiracy. A sworn confession from the guard who held Isabella captive. Finally caught and ready to talk. The case is airtight. The trap has snapped shut. Before the stunned courtroom, Stella and Mark are arrested, their empire of lies crumbling around them. The aftermath is a media firestorm. But for John and Isabella, the real work is just beginning. They start the slow, difficult process of healing, attending therapy together to rebuild their shattered trust and navigate the trauma. The final scene takes us back to where it all began, the cemetery. But this time, there is no grief. Armed with a hammer, John stands before Isabella's false gravestone. He swings, and the marble shatters. With each strike, they are not just destroying a piece of stone. They are reclaiming their lives, their story, and their future. It's a brutal, beautiful end to a nightmare, and the first day of their new life, together. This story shows that even in the darkest of times, the truth has a way of coming to light, and the bond between a father and daughter can be strong enough to bring down an empire. Thanks for watching, and if you loved this story breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.